because you know what? I think it was mad at you because you left it.
Probably. That's usually how it goes.
And now, you know.
Back.
You're back and you kind of love on the computer and treat it real nice and.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I'm excited for today. We haven't talked about this kind of stuff in a while, so I think that it's going to be a good day. And it's hot.
I don't think we've ever done this.
Surely.
I mean, we've done lots of things about color and explaining color and that type of thing, but we've never done exactly.
And look how cute you are in yours. I love it. I love it. Where are all of our friends? I'm also going to make sure the mic's working while we're going. Okay, there we go. Done. Done.
You know, some people work.
I know. Well, I actually just looked at my phone. Hey, Jane.
Hey, Sharon.
I actually just looked at my phone, and my friend Tracy had sent a message. She's like, I do realize that you work, so respond when you can.
Oh, hi, Maxine.
Oh, it's sunny and warm in Manchester.
Nice.
Look at that. I love that.
You know, I don't think they get a whole lot of sunny days. So sunny days, I know in Germany, it's a big celebration.
Take advantage.
Yeah.
You know, get out there, celebrate. And howdy from Houston.
Oh.
I love that. I love it. Howdy.
I don't see anybody from Facebook. Surely.
Well, I think we got to give them a little bit of time because Facebook's always delayed. Hi, Tanya. You're having a day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
that was yesterday for us.
Yeah. It was. I was a zombie. She'll vouch for that. It was a day.
Well, I wasn't a whole lot better than you.
We survived.
We made it. We made it. Hi, Darlene. Yay, Facebook is working.
Hi from France.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love that.
I do too. Bonjour.
Yes, bonjour. Tanya, we love being a bright spot for you. We think you're a bright spot too. I always love what you post. So, okay. People are hopping on. I love it. This is great.
Hi, Kathy.
Tanya's battling Verizon. Yeah. Keep battling, girl. I'm sorry. That is frustrating. I hate those battles, don't you?
I do, because it's so hard to get to the right person.
You
know, and I want that person that I talk to on the phone, just, can you fix it?
Please.
And if you can't, find me someone that can.
Exactly.
And what makes me insanely crazy is when you're calling and you're having this conversation because you've got this issue. I'm sorry, I'm digressing.
It's okay. That happens around here.
And I have literally said, and I know that this is probably a little bit rude, I need you to stop reading the script from your screen, and I want you to just try to hear what I'm saying, and let's see if we can find a solution. But they're trained. You have this question, here's your response.
Yeah.
And they can't go outside of that, and that makes me crazy.
Well, it seems like people have hopped on now, so let's get started, yeah? Okay, let's talk about what we're even doing.
Okay, we're going to show you, if you wear kind of color and you kind of want to go lighter for summer, we'll show you where you can go. It's just a little step lighter. But
because what we find, people come in here and it's like spring and summer, they're like, I want to go lighter. I do not want anybody to notice. And they're just really hesitant to change color. And I'm always like, look, in a hair salon, we change color all the time. And so it's really easy. And so we just are going to kind of show you a little bit about what we do. So it's summer hues, we're just like hopping colors, because we do that in here all the time. And I think people think it's just because we're comfortable with it. And really what I'll tell you is this is similar to my natural hair color. Kim used to be really dark.
Yeah.
And so often for fall and winter, we're darker, and then we go lighter. So that's what we're basically talking about today.
Well, and we have a lot of people that come in the store and go, I want to change. And so what we advise is, if you don't want to change styles, you can change color. And if you're going to change styles, stay in the same color.
Also,
often.
When we're talking about coming into the shop and people just stopping by, which we love.
We want to remind everybody that we are by appointment, and we do everything we can to accommodate people. But the reason why we're by appointment is during COVID, the cosmetology board told us we had to. Well, over time, our core customers said that they loved it, because when we just did walk-ins, I might be helping 2 people. She might be helping 3.
Gosh.
And so with the appointments, we can give you our full attention, one-on-one, and you know that we're not going to have another customer going at that time. So if you're going to come in the store, especially with a lot of people traveling this summer and weddings.
Because we are a travel destination, which I appreciate and love, but I didn't realize that. But people do it. Just make sure you call and book an appointment so that we can get you in.
Yeah, because if you just pop in, we can't always accommodate you because we have other appointments. And so if we do try to accommodate you, now it becomes a little disrespectful to those people that did make an appointment.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Anyway, just FYI.
I just thought I'd throw that out there because we are doing summer stuff and people are traveling here. So it's important to kind of, think about that. Travel plans. All right, so let's get started with what we're wearing. So what are you in?
Crowd pleaser in Cappuccino.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that color on you. And I'm in Aeri by Estetica in 628F. And so basically when both of us decide that we want to go lighter, this is what we do.
And these are our personal wigs.
Yes, these are our personal wigs.
So this is really legit. This is what we do. We own these.
This is very legit, and I know some of y'all are going to be like, yeah, right. I'm going to tell you, with my own personal hair, and Kim can vouch for me, and if I would have had enough time to pull up a picture, I would have. This is my Hollie, she's a little crazy today. She needs a blow dryer. But this is exactly what we would do. And I've colored my hair this way too. And this is another reason why when people come in and they're talking about, changing color, I'm like, think of your wig just like you would bio hair and going to a salon and coloring it, okay? So.
Okay.
What?
I pulled the wrong thing.
Girl, what do you mean you pulled the wrong thing?
This is Ice Sweet Cream.
Okay, well okay. In her defense.
I have both.
She has both, so. We have to make at least one mistake every Wednesday. We have to.
So this is a pretty big jump.
Just, you know what?
Can you bring us something in Biscuit, please?
Please. I would love it, actually, if you could bring me Kim's Waves and Raves in Shaded Biscuit, if you could find it. If not, just anything in Shaded Biscuit, I would love.
But this still works, because if you're in Shaded Biscuit and you just want to go a smidge lighter,
I love that my hand gets featured every once in a while.
then the Ice Sweet Cream is a good place to go. So I'm trying to save myself.
Okay.
All right, here's the biscuit.
Yes. And so this is very realistic. This is what we do. And so, I think, that's really going to help as we go through this show today. And we are going to touch on several different companies. I did 2 different companies. That's another thing. And so I'm always like, if you are stumped on how you're going to go lighter, call us, book an appointment, come in.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out with you.
But if you can't, call us, because we can tell you what the next closest color is. Bear in mind, sometimes there's a big leap.
Yeah.
And so we can't control that, but we can at least tell you it's a big leap, because it's hard to see those colors online. Okay. They're not really true.
Yeah, so what's next? Tony up, Beverly. Okay. I think I'm still rattled by this. Okay.
Oh, I should be. It's my mistake.
It really threw me. I'm like, all right.
Okay, in fairness, how many wigs did I pull out of mine that I was going through trying to figure out which one I wanted to do?
I don't even know how to explain this without taking pictures. And one of these days we'll post about it. But I do feel like it's a little bit embarrassing. And we were talking about this morning about how you're going to store your wigs differently.
Yeah, I'm going to do it differently.
But there was a lot happening this morning. Okay, so let's just say if you love Tony of Beverly, this is a really good example of how you can jump from Rooted Malibu, which is darker, to Rooted Sandstone. And the thing about this too is, yes, these are slightly different tones, but in a salon setting, if you wanted to go a little bit lighter, we could achieve that with highlights, Well, girl, you can't see.
I know. I can't get it to lay
It's
down.
okay.
It's
We're pretending.
Yeah. Okay. This is actually a really cute wig.
I love this wig. It's very similar to Sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's lightweight.
I think it's probably closer to Reese, but it's got a lace front and it's got a full monofilament top. So
it's a mix between the two. You want to know why? Look at the back. She's very flippy up in here, and she's a little bit more razory. But she does have the longer pieces around the face right here, unlike Sky. Sky's a little bit shorter. So it's kind of like a mix between the two.
Yeah.
But this is just the perfect example of how you can go just a slight shade lighter.
And the other thing is, bear in mind, when you go to the salon and get your hair done, it's different every time. I know this from personal experience, but I mean, everybody does. And you go in and they do the same thing. And for whatever reason, it's different. And so women change their hair color all the time.
Yeah. But especially approaching we just wrapped up with spring and summer. Spring and summer, it's really easy to make that transition. So I don't want anybody to feel hesitant and be like, oh, they're going to know I'm in a wig if I do something that drastic. They're not, okay? They're just not, because now's the time to do it.
Well, I mean, look at your Hollie. Okay, when I met Keri, I don't know, in 2012, her hair was this color.
It was.
It may have been a little bit blonder.
It was. A little bit, but yeah.
And so that's what she likes to do when she goes lighter. So it works.
It does work. Okay. So, and today we're not switching back and forth because we're focusing on color.
Yeah. Did I land in the right place?
I don't know if it landed in the right place or not. All right. Up next, we've got Arlo's. So I love Estetica. I love their caps. And yes, we are just on this doing the brand, the same brand, but we can, because it is sometimes easier to stair step up in the same brand, but you can, do it across companies.
Yeah, let's turn sideways so they can see. There. So this is just more highlights, and it's a great place to go.
Look at us, how hot.
And if you've got this in the fall, you want to go a little darker, you can go to that.
Yeah, it's great. I like doing that, and I do think, sometimes small transitions like this is just a little bit darker than this. That's easy too. It's like, I just decided I want to be a little bit brighter this summer. So it doesn't have to be as drastic as a jump as I do. It can just be slight, and I think that way maybe it's even a little bit more comfortable for people who aren't really into changing their color.
Yeah, and we hear all the time, I want to change, but I don't want that much change. Well, color is a great way to do that because people are used to seeing you in a style, and you can change color and just say, I'm doing this. Yeah,
exactly.
Went to the salon.
All right, what's next?
BelleTress.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm just in love with their colors.
I know. They are great. They make great colors. Their fiber is fabulous. They are heat friendly. So for those of you who do not like heat friendly, which I had a long conversation with a client yesterday about it, more and more stuff's coming out heat friendly. And I know that nobody wants to hear that. But I will tell you when we're talking about curly styles, because that's what we were focused on with her, it makes a difference because you can make that wig look brand new with curl.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder if you don't have a heat-friendly fiber.
This Birkin is so pretty.
I know. I haven't had this long of a wig on in a while. Okay, so I'm in Cappuccino Latte-R, which is a great color. These are very similar tones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get mine to lay right here. She needs a blow dryer. Okay, so look at this. Same tones, it's just this is heavily highlighted, and this is very realistic because this is somebody coming in the salon fall and winter. It's like, yes, I want to be darker. I still want some blonde. But now, guess what? I want to be blonde.
Yeah.
So that's Kim, same tones, very realistic. So, ooh.
Oh, and it's so silky. Okay.
I feel like I need this. Dang it. As if we don't have enough wigs to put on, of our personal wigs.
Yeah, it was embarrassing this morning.
Then it's like, oh, we need one more. No, we don't. We want it. Ooh, Annie says you're a supermodel.
Oh,
I love it. Okay.
thank you.
All right. Up next, we've got John Renau. So this is the easiest jump in them, period. I'm in the 8RH14, and then she's in the 10H16.
Yeah, this is a really easy go-to.
So subtle.
Karen's asking, what about grays? You know, I looked at that, and the thing about grays is they're typically not going to change from a lighter to a darker gray. I haven't seen anybody do that, and so we just didn't do any grays. The thing about gray that you can, if you want to have a change, some of the companies are doing a solid gray color, and then they'll put a shadow root in the same color. And so that may be a transition that somebody might want to do, but...
You know what? We probably need to do a gray show here soon, because we always focus that usually around Christmas time because we do silver bells.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's been some more grays, I feel like, that have come out recently. So we do need to circle back, actually. So I'm glad that you brought that up, because we do need to do that again.
And they're making so many more things in gray, and companies are expanding the gray options. I mean, yeah, I love it too, because I like to wear gray.
Yeah. So let's turn in. Let's show people.
Okay.
This is the difference. This is very subtle. It's just going up from an 8 to a 10. So with some more highlights.
This, you really can't see the highlights. It does have subtle highlights. These have more defined highlights. But there are highlights, and they're just a little more blended.
So it is really easy in John Renau to jump in browns for sure, like this, because it's just subtle. Because some people don't want something that's very drastic like what we've shown. Yeah,
and if you wear this and you want to go lighter, it tends to be a bit of a jump.
It's a big of a jump, yeah. Okay. All right, next we've got Noriko. And I love their colors. Okay. That's a great question.
That is a great question.
On YouTube, it's, are there colors you both love that you can walk out of the house with no makeup? Inversely, colors you love that you'll only wear out with makeup.
I mean, I'll still wear a rooted blonde, whether I have makeup on or not, because that color is better on me. So sometimes what I'll do is I will wear the cappuccino just because I don't want to be washed out. But and if I have no makeup on, I'm always going to put some lips on.
So what I will say is, I always need something done with my eyelashes, no matter what. So I'm going to tell you that. And then it depends on my mood. So forget the makeup. It's the mood. She'll tell you I'm moody. So like...
okay, and you already have good eyelashes, and they're really pretty and long and curly.
But for me, I'm always going to put mascara on, so no matter what. So I'm going to tell you that. That's the first cheat. And typically, I'm going to probably gravitate towards something lighter versus my darker colors, because I personally feel like, for me, I'm like, hey, I need some more makeup on. And sometimes with light, this sounds weird, I just kind of like... I'm not going to say monotone, but I feel like it's less obvious that I haven't done something with my face. Any of my longer styles, because she did say colors you love that you'll only wear out with makeup, it's my darker colors. I feel like I have to put on not a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
But, a good amount with my darker colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I had a thought. Now I lost it.
Well, that's because I was talking too much. Okay.
Keri, you talk too much.
I do. Maxine's saying that she would feel naked. Girl, I gotcha.
I do too, but there's just some days it's just, I like to give my face a rest. Like on Mondays we're not open, but I still come in and do paperwork. And on those days, I mean, I'll put lips on. I might put a little mascara, but that's it.
I love this. Even when I have no makeup on, I definitely have makeup on. Oh, I can't really see.
Okay, we have a question. Why is it so hard to find a summer version of the red shade?
It's not, because I'm a natural redhead. Okay, rewind. Yes, it can be. Okay, but for me, because I do go so blonde, with my red base naturally with my bio hair, I have found that, it's easy for me. It depends, and you might have to jump from company to company to find that perfect blend for you.
I think the easiest company is Raquel, because
Yeah.
they do so many reds, and they're great colors, and there's different variations. So
Yes.
I would probably start with Raquel.
Yeah, if you want to stay in one company, start with Raquel. If you have any questions and you need some, help in that area, call us, because I can definitely tell you like what reds I like where, and it depends on if you are like a copper or if you are an auburn, like that kind of factors in too. So
Yeah, we will help you, because I know it's kind of daunting if you're not as familiar with the colors.
I'll say redheads are harder. They just are. So yeah, call us. Okay, so
Annie, I don't wear red.
yeah, she doesn't.
It doesn't look good on me.
And she gets lots of compliments in it, but also I feel like it's just one of those things that's not your base.
I've got rosacea, and so it just makes me a whole big, I don't think my face looks like a red tomato.
All right, let's talk about these two colors. And this does seem like a really big jump. You put on the wrong wig.
It was sitting, is this Birkin again? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I sure like this wig.
I was looking at that like, that is not the right wig. So as she's getting that on, I'm in Jackson in Iced Mocha-R. And this does have a blonde highlight in it. But for summer, I would say that you go with Chocolate Frost R, because it's got more of a highlight.
I forget about this wig. This is so pretty.
It is so pretty. But that's when I kept looking. I was like, she don't have on the right wig.
Well, I didn't think Keri got two BelleTress stuff.
No,
Yeah.
we're in Noriko
Yeah,
right now. And this Jackson's laying a little funny, but we're looking at color today. So let's turn in side to side. See the difference, guys?
And then
Yes.
faces together. So it's got more shading here.
Mhm.
But it's a great place to go if you just want to be a little lighter from
I love
Iced
it.
Mocha.
I really do love this transition. It's easier. So
And I'll wear this color in the winter. I mean, I will wear Chocolate Frost because it does give the lighter pieces. It has the dark base, and it's a color I'm comfortable in.
Yeah.
Whereas without the highlights, I'm not comfortable.
Okay. Next, we've got Raquel.
Harlow is longer than, I assume you're talking about Luna from Ellen Villa. Harlow is longer than Luna, and it's longer here. So Luna has a bang cut into it. And I'm really familiar with that because I have two.
Of course you do. Okay. Now, Raquel has lots of great colors. Reds are going to be an easy transition in her. I forget how much I like this color.
Yeah.
So I'm in Honey Toast. Oh, it's so pretty. But I know for a lot of you, you're going to think, oh my gosh, this is such a big jump. It really isn't, because these are a lot of the same tones that are happening. And so if I were highlighting in the salon and I was doing a really heavy highlight, it could turn into this. So this does seem like a big jump, but I promise you it would work.
Okay, Kathy is asking, she's a hairstylist, and she's asking about the shine. If you'll spray the wigs down with dry shampoo, you can cut that shine right out.
Yeah. You just hold, I typically don't do it on them. I'll just hold it out like this and then just lightly go over it, because that way I'm not, I don't know, I feel like I don't use as much that way, and I kind of get more coverage. So, yeah, dry shampoo.
I do the same thing, but I love me some dry shampoo. I mean, anything that's regular fiber that I'm going to wear is going to get a lot of dry shampoo in it, because some of the blondes that I wear are just really, really shiny.
Yes. Now, I will say heat-friendly fibers typically are not as shiny, so right off the bat, I typically do not just automatically reach for the dry shampoo if they are in something that's heat-friendly, or even my own heat-friendly. I don't know about you, but I typically do not. And blondes are going to be shinier. They just are.
What is color 88? I assume you're talking about Henry Margaux. I know 88R is a rooted blonde, so 88 is going to be blonde.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the manufacturer. But
yes,
I just forgot about
Kathy
this
is as time goes by and you're washing your wig, it's going to lose the shine over time.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to do it every time, but probably the first couple times that you wash it, I would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so we hope this kind of helped because, look, there's lots of different combinations. I mean, we're just showing a few, but do not be afraid to jump out of that and just be like, hey, I want to be lighter for summer, because then you can jump right back into something darker in the fall.
Yeah, so I'm just going to digress for a minute.
Do it.
I know everybody's wanting to know what's going on with Waves and Raves, Showrunner, Straight to Camera, and Posh Perfect. They are starting to roll in. I talked to my wonderful rep this morning, and she said that she is shipping several back orders. So there's some Waves and Raves in there. There's some Straight to Camera. It's not everything. They're anticipating that by the end of June, all of this should flush out. So if you've been contacted, this is the first time that I've been given a date, because everybody else that ordered something that it was back ordered, I had to email and say, hey, this is back ordered, but they're not giving me an ETA. So we finally have some idea. Now, that's very fluid. It's a moving target. But at this time, they say hopefully by the end of June.
Yeah. And I think that's great, honestly, because, I mean, at least they're telling us that. And if you still want Waves and Raves and haven't placed the order, I still encourage you to do so, because it's going to hold your place in line. So.
Yeah.
And that's just not just with us. That's just
anywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, it's first come, first serve. And so I think I mentioned last week, I talked to one of my reps and I said, what's the back order date for this? And she's like, well, if you order it today, it's October. But the ones that you already have on back order, those are coming in August.
Yeah.
And so that means the August shipment is already spoken for. Mm-hmm. So got to get your place in line.
So get in line. Okay.
And I know the back orders are frustrating.
They are frustrating.
We feel your pain.
Yeah. But you know what? I will say this, just like anything that I've ever wanted, I will say that, like, I just order it and wait.
Yeah.
Like my car or my sofa. I mean, I usually wait a long time. Okay. So everybody knows what time it is. It's time for me to hop on out of here.
From Marcia and Annette.
Yes. Marsha.
Oh my goodness.
You
don't know what time it is. Oh my goodness, I can't even sit down.
Well,
rolling.
Don't fall off. That's my job.
Rolling. Raw.
Okay.
Hi, y'all. You know what time it is?
It's Marcia's turn.
It's time for the sale of the week.
Oh, Annie, that's a good suggestion.
What's that?
Keri, write this down. They want to show on options, like if this is back ordered, what would be a good go-to that is not back ordered?
Okay.
All right. Sorry,
Oh,
if I don't tell what's on my mind,
It goes away.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Here it is. So it's 30% off of everything except for...
the Envy Styler and the Mimi's exclusives.
Yeah, and the code is Summer Hues.
Yes.
Fun.
All one word.
Oh, thank you, Maxine.
I told her that when she got here. I'm like, Marcia always looks cute, and she always has something new on.
Well, you know, I haven't yet got my summer stuff out, so I just need to go to the storage unit. And who wants to do that? Now it's 100 degrees. And
Yeah.
I know it's not 100 degrees.
Do you have enough clothes to have a storage unit?
Well, not clothes in this, not that. No. There's everything in there. I mean,
All right.
don't even go there.
Okay.
And please don't say that on here, because then David will say, yes, she does.
All right. Y'all have a great week. We'll be back on Friday, and we'll do a recap and something else fun. So,
Yeah, so get to shopping.
yeah.